once. Yes. Now it is a time to see, to go for the further discussion. So in the last session, we completed the one of the most important facility. What is it? 1 minute, ma. Okay. The students who are in the online, please don't scribble the screen. Next time, if I find the type of students, I will remove from the meeting. So please be careful and try to see that you should not scribble the screen. It is difficult for the host to write the content. If anybody such students are there, I will remove from the meeting. Please take care by yourself and try to listen the class carefully. Fine. So in the last session, we have discussed about platform independent. Are you okay with that? Is it clear in understanding? Yes. So features of Python programming, we have already completed. First one is simple, and next one is freeware and open source, and next is independent, platform independent only. Okay. So for 2 minutes, I just recapitulate and we'll move forward. Okay. Those who are new students in today's class, already we have completed this simple and freeware and then platform independent in yesterday's class for a period of around 1 hour 10 minutes. I taught in yesterday's class 1 hour 10 minutes, and that 1 hour 10 minutes, if you want to get it very soon, I'll be giving last 4 to 5 days video links. I will give you video links. I will give you. The Google Classroom drive is already created, and today evening or tomorrow morning, I will post the classroom notes. Classroom notes is there. I'm just going to post it. All the students are requested to join in the Google Classroom drive. If you contact the admins, they will add you to the Google Classroom link. Might be some of them might be received your Google Classroom link also, I think so. If anybody did not receive, please contact the admins. They will create it. Okay. So now I'm going to enter into platform independent for 2 minutes. I'll just want to recap and I will move forward. Tell me, what is meant by platform independent? What do you mean by platform, first of all? So self-start problem, right? Self-start problem. Yesterday, what I told you yesterday, what is meant by platform? Type of OS being used. Already in the last class, I spoke about what? Platform independent. What is the platform independent meaning? Type of OS being used. Which type of OS the Python program can run? Any restriction on type of Python program can run? No. Can a Python program can run on Windows OS? Can run on Unix? Can run on Solaris? On any OS it can run. On any OS it can run. That's why Python is what? Yes. Do you know the wonderful reason behind of that? In Python, everything is organizing in the form of what? Objects. Behind of objects, who is there? Classes are there. Behind of objects, who is there? Yes. In C++ programming, data is organizing with the help of what? Data types. All the data types are available in the form of what? Keywords. Keywords? Yes, keywords problem is what? Limited restrictions, limited size, int data type, 2 bytes on DOS based OS. On Unix, how much? 4. Float, if you take it, how many bytes? 4 bytes on DOS, 8 bytes on Unix. When you come to double, DOS based is how much? 8, and Unix is how much? 16. Right or not? So this is a type of data types in CCPP. So type of CCPP data types are changing the memory space from one OS to, so hence it is platform dependent. Platform? Good. Come to where? Java. Java data types will take what memory space? Same memory space. Keywords only. Which memory space? Same memory space. What is the type of language is called? Platform independent. Yesterday I gave a lot of explanation. Keywords only, data types will take what space? Same space on all types of OSs. Right or not? Yes. So next, to store our own values of same type and different type and all the types, different type of values, either our data types are useful for us. Either our data types are useful, that keywords are useful. No. That's why we developed what? Programmer defined data types. With which concept? Classes. Classes. Yesterday's class student. 3 details. Object created. Inside the object, how many values we added? 3. Can I add 4th value? No. How many you designed the class with? 3. How many values you can enter? Only 3. More than 3 allowed? No. So objects, that object can run on any OS, because objects can store any number of values in any OS, not a problem. But Java objects problem is what? Limited number of values only it can store what you have specified. It can't organize more number of values. That type of dynamism is not provided. That type of platform independence is not provided. Whereas in Python objects, everything is going to be stored in the form of object. Any number of values we can store. Last class I shown you with the practical examples. Did you observe that? Remember, Python is what language? Platform independent. So in Python, all values are stored in the form of what? Yes, in Python, all types of values are stored in the form of what? Objects. So that we have discussed in the last session, students. And keep in that platform independent, I just want to show you one small description here. That is what I said. What is the concept? A language is said to be platform independent whose applications runs on every OS. That is the actual concept. Practical knowledge is what? The property of platform independent in Python is that all values in Python stored in the form of what? An object contains unlimited amount of data storage so that they can run on any OS. In Python programming, that is my last class conclusion. All values are stored in the form of objects. All values are stored in the form of objects. Understanding my point? This is what with various paintbrush, I explained different type of things. And one more word I talked about, data types. Did you remember? How many data types are there in Python? I said 14 data types. All the data types in Python are called keywords or classes. Yes. Every class will be allowed to create what? Objects. Objects? Yes. What is the difference between keyword related variable and then class related variable? Keyword related variable will take small amount of data. Object related variable will take unlimited amount of data. Best example is which objects? Python objects. And in everyday life of our programming of Python, everything is stored in the form of what? Objects. Only I am using the word called objects. In today's class, I will be giving some more clarity about what? Next feature of Python, which is going to be called as what? Dynamically typed, I will explain. Which one? Dynamically typed. Shall I move forward? Yeah. Regarding the portable, for one more day you wait, I will be giving perfect clarity for it. Portable is very simple, I can say. It is easy to run. It is easy to move on any OS. It's called what? Simply portable, but I don't want to say like that. I want to tell more technical words. I want to use it. After a few more features are completed, then I will explain that kind of portable meaning. Dear students, is it understandable? Can I move forward? Right. Students who are in the online, was it understandable last session? Was it understandable in the last session? Okay. Come on, confirmation. Okay, good. So let us move to the next feature called what? Dynamically typed. Let us move to the dynamically typed facility. This is also one of the greatest facility in Python. Greatest facility in Python. What is that facility called? Dynamically typed programming language. So let us enter into the subject of dynamically and dynamically typed. Dynamically typed. Right. So let us start with dynamically typed programming language. What is the meaning of dynamically typed here? Very, very simple. Look at that. Generally, in programming languages, or I can say in general, we have two types of programming languages. Two types of programming languages. Because I am making you to learn without any programming knowledge, I am going to teach the Python programming. We are becoming an expert without knowing any programming language. That's why I want to speak every feature from the scratch level. In general, we have two types of programming languages. They are, look at carefully. First one is called what? Static typed programming languages. Static typed programming languages. Static typed programming languages. That is the first one. That is the first one. Second one is called what? Dynamic typed programming languages. Dynamically typed. Statically typed or dynamically typed. Statically, I will write it. Statically typed programming language. Dynamically typed programming language. What is the difference between those two things? And Python comes under what language? Dynamically typed programming language. And C, C++, Java, .NET, all of them are comes under static typed. And dear students, I am not talking about the word called what? Static and dynamic. I am not talking about the static and dynamic. That comes under memory management. Static, no. I am talking about what? Statically typed. And one more is word what? I am not talking about static typed and static and I am not talking about it. What I am talking about it? Spell out all of you. Static typed and yeah. I am not talking about static and dynamic. I am talking about statically. This word is important. Typed is important. Don't talk about static programming and then dynamic programming. That meaning is totally different. Are you okay? So what is how many types of programming languages now? One is static typed and dynamically. Right. In the context of platform independent, how many languages we have? Two types. Platform dependent languages. Yes. Again, what is the language? Static typed and now take C language. C language is what language? Platform. Super. Next is what? Static typed. Static. So if anybody asks you what is the type of C programming, if I am saying, I will say it is what? Platform dependent, static typed programming language, I will say. Are you understanding? What is Python language? Python is what language? Platform independent language and dynamically. Super. What is Java? Java is what? Platform independent language. Statically typed programming language. This is the original knowledge actually. This knowledge no student will contain because when you go to real time, this type of knowledge is so important. That's why before entering into the programming, I am creating the infrastructure or environmental facilities to enter into the programming. Programming according to my expectations, it is just left hand, left finger writing, just write in the paper. Provided you need to have the infrastructure to understand the language environments. Programming, I will make you to write like anything, just write it. Even a dull student who don't know programming, I will make you wonders in the class. Okay, shall I continue now? Let's go. I will take, all of you listen. Yesterday's class, I'll open one programming language called Java. You need not know about Java. but you need to observe that what sir is doing. What sir is doing. Jeshal. Yes. I am opening the command prompt of what? Jeshal. I am opening the command prompt of what? Yeah. This is for Java programmers to test one instruction at a time. Okay, na? Yes. Python programmers, what is that I said daily? Go to the Python software. I already told you in the class how to download it. After downloading the Python software and installing Python software, this is an environment you will come across. Python 3.10. This is called what? Another DOS prompt of what? Python. This is known as what? A testing tool. It is a tool where I can test my Python instructions at a time. This is a tool where I can test my one Java instruction at a time. First, we are learning about what? How to prepare the instructions. Later, that bunch of instructions will make us to write what? Program. Understanding? Program is nothing but what? Set of instructions or not? Set of instructions I will be writing. Those set of instructions are nothing but one by one we are going to write it. And we are testing at which level? Python command prompt we are testing. Python command prompt we are testing. Just for a minute. So students who are in the online, requested to listen this announcement, please. All the online students send a message in WhatsApp to Mohan, whose number I will type it. The students who are in the online, I will type one number just to see that. Mohan, whose number is called what? 915. This is a message for the online students. 415 56 547. This is a number. Offline students send a message in WhatsApp to Shrikant sir. So one more message, one more number I am giving. This is offline students. Take care of this number. 630 29 29 68 665. This is for offline students. This is for offline students. This is online students. After 8 p.m. Okay. 1 minute, ma. Please correct I'm correcting my line. So please take care. Mohan, 9154156547. So online students send a WhatsApp message and offline students send a WhatsApp message after 8 p.m. Send fee receipt and your email ID. Send your fee receipt. Send fee receipt and what? Email ID. Email ID you send it. This is the numbers you need to send after 8 p.m. for Google Classroom Drive. This is what I just now said. Google Classroom Drive is created. Please join today for Google Classroom Drive. So this is the information you need to send it. So I will repeat this once again in the end of the class also. Online students send a message to Mohan and offline students send a message to Shrikant sir. All of you take care about this. Send your free receipt and email ID for Google Classroom Drive link. Right. Okay. So let us go to continue this previous discussion. In the context of dynamically typed, how many programming languages we have? 2 types. One is called what? Static typed programming language and typed programming. Good. Now I am talking about static typed programming languages here. Okay. So carefully listen and try to understand quickly here. Carefully try to listen and then get the information now. See students, here I am trying to say here in static typed programming languages, to store my inputs, yesterday I said one important concept. What is that concept required? Yesterday I said to store my input, what to be created first? Not remembering any day. 24 hours, can't you remember it? Yesterday's class I said, to store my inputs, something must be allocated. What is that? Memory space to be allocated. Who will allocate the memory space? Data types. Regarding the data types, I spoke around 30 minutes yesterday. The purpose of data types is to allocate the memory space for our inputs. Did I explain yesterday? Then why don't you remember? Any problem? Understood yesterday, no? What is the purpose of data types? To allocate the memory space for the input of your program. This is a universal concept. You have to remember like anything. Who will allocate the memory space for your inputs? Huh? Okay. Right. Go to Java for a minute. Go to Java for a minute. I want to store your number. This is a Java command prompt. I want to store your number. What I am taking? STNO is equal to 10, I am saying. Directly I wrote STNO is equal to 10. You will get error. Saying that variable STNO is not found, you will get it. See that? Cannot find the, what is the symbol? What is that variable name? STNO. What is variable also I will explain. What is variable also I will explain. After this is over, I'll go for the variables concept. Understanding? Features are going to finish very shortly, but those features which I explained is very, very important. What is the variable name? I'm just trying to store what? Value 10. So before storing the value 10, what must be allotted? Memory space must be allotted. To allot the memory space, what is required? Data types are required. In Java, compulsory I must mention what? Data type. What is the data type I am using? Int STNO is equal to what is the value I am storing. So because of int, what is happening? Memory space is created first. What is the value placing there? What is the name allotted to that? What is the value placing there? This is what is happening. Because of the data type int, memory space is allocated. Without giving the data type, if you go, you are getting an error or not? Yes, so now see that allocated result is coming. STNO contains what value? 10. Now see students, STNO is equal to 100. STNO is equal to 100 I am saying. That means I am changing my value. No problem. Value changes because already memory space is there or not? In that memory space earlier, what value is there? What value I am placing? So whatever you are allocated, same integer data only I am storing. Are you getting me? Okay. Next, STNO is equal to 12.34. 12.34 is what type? Float type. Actually, that is called a double type. Strictly speaking, that is a double type. Because you don't know Java, that's why you are saying float. To make it as a float, I have to write a letter called what? If I don't write a letter called F, it is called a double. Come on, students. What is that? Even in C language also, it is like that only. Since we don't know any programming language, that's why I'm going for a very scratch level. Right or not? So you will get what type? Error. Which type of memory space you allocated? So computer allows us to store which type of data? Only integer data. Never allows which type of data? Float type never allows. Float type. See the error. See the error, all of you. What type it is? Incompatible types. Spell out, please. What is that? Possible lossy conversion from double to. That means once if it is typed, once it is already data type is statically typed, you have to place that type of data only. If you try to store other type of value, it never allows. Because it was already designed with which type? Int type. You are trying to store which type? Is it able to change the data type dynamically? So it is called which type of programming language? Static typed programming language. Please spell out. Right. In static typed programming languages, compulsory you must specify what? Data type you must specify. Which type? Okay. One more thing you see, ma. STNO is equal to, I am writing my name within the double quotes. Allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Not allowed. Which type you have mentioned already? Which allows us to store which values? Only integer data. But I am trying to store which data? Which data? String data. Collection of characters. Allowed? So see the error now. Incompatible types. Once again, which type cannot be converted into? Because already you mentioned it as which type, but you are trying to store which data? You are trying to store which data? Is it allowed to change it dynamically? Never. So because Java is which language? Static typed programming language. Spell out. Right. If you don't have a knowledge, don't worry. But when I ask you, please respond. That is only your success step. That is your success steps. When you sit in any class, they will go on teaching. You will never open your mouth. That's why this situation today. When you speak in my class, you will get the subject. It will be stored 24 hours in your brain. If you don't speak, nothing will come. This is one of the open secret of getting the subject. I said you already, ma. I said you already. Very clearly, I said, don't speak it as static and dynamic. That is a memory space, I said. I said statically typed and then what? Did I said or not? Already I said. If you listen my class carefully, micro level, nano level doubts also will not come. I already said that. Is it static or dynamic? No, I did not use the terminology. What I said? Statically typed and Java is what language? Statically typed language, but not dynamically. Come to where now? Come to where now? Python or not? Python or not? Come down. A is equal to what? 10. Okay, 10. Am I specifying the data type here? No. Who is deciding the data type of that? Python environment will decide the data type automatically. That's why Python language is simply proved as what? Dynamically typed programming language. In Python, we never mention what? Data type. Who will decide the data type of the variable? Python execution environment will specify the data type automatically. That's why Python is which language? Dynamically typed programming language. First, try to get my words as it is. Listen my words. Come on, say accepted. Print a comma type of a. To decide the type of the variable, we will use one function called what? Type of. Which one? So say here, I am going to say what? What is this 10? Ayo, what is 10? Value. Stored in where? Variable called what? Of what type? Int is called what? Hence A is what? Super object. Of which class? So did you mention int here? So it is which language? Dynamic or dynamically? Dynamic or dynamically? Yes, that is a question. Dynamically typed programming language. Okay, sir. A is equal to 12 point what? 34. What is the type of earlier? Come on. Which type? Now I am changing the value or not? Which variable? Same variable I am using. Now see, Python environment will change the data type of that variable automatically. Print. What is the type? Come on. Who is assigning the data type to my variable? Python execution environment. Spell out. Who will assign the data types in Python? Python execution environment. Python? In C, C++, Java, .NET, who need to specify the data type? Programmer has to specify. If you don't specify the data type from your side, see what is the problem happened. I just wrote STNO is equal to 10. You got an error or not? But in Python programming, I specify directly my value. That value data type is assigned by the Python environment only, and whose value changes from one data type to another data type spontaneously at any point of time. A is equal to, I am writing KVR here, and print of A again. What is the type of that A? STR. STR is called what here? What is A here? Of which class? Earlier, what is the value of it? Int. What is the value of it? What is the value of it? In one variable or many variables I am using? Huh? Many variables, sir. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. How many variables I am using? A. I am using A. I am using what? A. It's very difficult. I am showing my class. If you don't understand Python, it is lost. One variable or many variables? Huh? Then why are you saying some of the 10% of the students many variables? Please apply your intelligence. Still, I will explain with a lot of patience. So try to understand. One variable, more than one variable? One value or more, many types of values? So it is called dynamically typed or statically typed? Yes, in dynamically typed, what you would remember if somebody asks you, what do you say? In dynamically typed programming language, what we are not mentioning? Data type we are not mentioning, and whose value can be changed from one data type to another data type dynamically during the program execution. It is known as which language? Dynamically. In static typed programming language, what we will specify compulsory? Data type, and whose value will not be allowing to store another type of values. Understanding? So we have seen practically. Let us coming to the concept to prepare. In this type of programming languages, what are you writing? Listen first. In this type of programming languages, programmer must specify the data type. Without data type mentioning, if you execute, you will get error. Are you understanding my English? So let us see once again. I will go to the Java environment. So I am saying that A is equal to 100. What I did not mention there? Data type. Executed error. Why? Every static typed programming language compulsory expect what? Yes. Then now I have to say what? Sir, why only int you are saying 100 is what value? So int A is equal to what? 100. Accepted or not? Accepted. How do you print it? There is a biggest statement in Java. System.out.println of A. System.out.println of A. Biggest statement 100 is printed. Which type of value I mentioned? A is equal to 12.56. It is an error. Big error it is. So I hope you have got it. So Java is what language? Yes, sir. In static typed programming languages, in this type of programming languages, programmer must specify the data type and once data and whose type can't be changed during program execution. During what execution? Program execution. Because these are all called knowledge about the programming, knowledge about your subject. Once we don't know this kind of thing, even in lifetime we never get the programming. Because our expectations in my class, I am going to do miracles in the programming, like use cases, ATM use cases, and data analysis kind of things I am going to tell you. If you don't concentrate and if you don't respond, we cannot achieve our goals. Okay. So example programming languages I am saying. Come on, what are the examples here? C, C++, Java, and next is called what? .NET. In .NET, what is the language you are using there? C#, .NET, etc. All these languages are the examples of what? Yes, now I am writing still examples of programming I am saying. Examples of programming I am saying. You see, go once again there. A comma B comma C simply I am saying. Into, into A comma B comma C. Into A comma B comma C. Memory space is created. What is the initial value there? Yes, A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to what? 30. 30. System dot out dot println off. I am saying that what there? Comma B comma C. A comma B comma C. See the value. What happens? So, okay. 1 minute ma. I will just mention it. System dot out dot println A plus carefully try to understand. I will take it plus, okay, I will, after typing, I will show you. Plus C, A plus B plus C. I am concatenating B value with a space. I am concatenating this value with what? Space. A plus B plus C with a space. Now, see the result what I got it. What is this? 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30. What is my inputs here you see? What is this? Into A, B, C. This is called a declaration of the statement we can call. This is happening in the case of which programming? C, C++ and then what? In the case of Python programming, I would like to say which one? Yes, I would like to say dynamically typed programming language. So Python is a dynamically typed or static typed? If anybody asks you, can you show the program? Can you show it? I will take Java editor. I will take Python editor. I can show both of them. Every interviewer will appreciate. You take any Python student outside, ask this question, they don't know anything. Just to test it for the sake of why Sari is saying this. Okay, come on to the point of Python. To the point of Python. See students, A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to A plus B. Print of what? A comma B comma what? See, am I specifying anywhere else this type of answers of int, etc.? No. But see, once again, I hear A comma print what? Type of A, B comma type of B, B comma type of B, C comma type of C, C comma type of C. Answer is what? Okay, C I need to write it. Yes, ma. C. Type of what? C. Answer is what? 30. Who is mentioning the data type of this? Python environment. Once again, A is equal to Python, A is equal to Python, B is equal to PROC, C is equal to what? C is equal to what? A plus B. Concatenation of what? Python plus PROC. It will become Python PROC. Yes or no? Yes, print students, print A of type of A, B of type of B, B of type of B, C of what? Type of C. What is the C value, please? Come on. Python PROC. Is it not concatenation? Data type changed dynamically. One more. A is equal to 1.2, B is equal to 2.3, C is equal to what, ma? A plus B. Print. Are you getting the value? Data type changed automatically or not? Yes. Next, A is equal to 2 plus 3J, B is equal to 3 plus 4J, C is equal to what? Next, A plus B, A of type of A. Complex. Most wonderful information in data science. Complex numbers. Never supports in C programming, never supports in C++, supports in where? Java also never supports. Print B. What is the C? A plus B. 2 plus 3, 5. 3 plus 4, 7J. Complex number addition, complex number multiplication, complex number division, complex number modulus, complex number exponentiation, complex number floor division, complex number integer division. These many operations I will tell you. Addition is very simple. Even LKG kid can do. Multiplication, so difficult. See that print of C, you will be getting 5 plus what? 7J. What are ABC? After all, three variables has holding int values, float values, str values. Stand up. Regularly sleeping. Would you like to listen or go out? Sit here. Go out. Huh? Go. So here 5 plus what? 7j. 5 plus 7j. It is going to be called what? Complex number addition. Are you able to get my point? So here if you observe it from the beginning, a plus b plus c, a plus b plus c, and string data, and then next float data, and next is what? Complex data. In 3 variables, different type of values are coming. Hence it is known as what? Yes, this itself is called programmatically so sound explanation of this thing. Tell me, in these programming languages, what is not necessary to specify? In this type of programming languages, programmer need not to specify data type of the variable, data type of the, and whose type is automatically, whose data type is specified. Who will specify? Specified by Python execution environment. Execution environment. Whose data type? Specified by what? Whose type is? Whose data type? 1 minute more. Whose data type is specified by whom? Python? Yes. I will give you examples. Which language is that only unique language? Python. If you know, anybody knows a JavaScript, anybody knows JavaScript, client-side validation, Bootstrap level, we will use it in the Django framework. In Bootstrap level, CSS, scripting language like VBScript, HTML, CSS, cascading style sheets, and in that level, JavaScript is also one type of which one? Static, dynamically typed only. Understanding? So, but JavaScript role is different, Python role is different. We don't use JavaScript in our data science level. We will use the most powerful programming language called what? Python. Are you okay? Comfortable? Yes. Now, example statements if you want. Example statements if you want. Left side, I will write example statements, students. If you are able to understand me, I will give you these statements. If you are most comfortable. Slowly, I am coming day by day into the programming level. What is the output is coming from this? Yes, type of A. Yes, a type of B. I got it. I say here type of C. Left side statements are called what? Python instructions. Right side things are called what? Outputs. Understanding? I will give the notes in such a way that everything will come from my notes only. Everything. Right on the top of the page, I wrote so many things. You will become an expert in programming. Every question will be from my question. Every written test question is from my place. And real-time scenarios also will be from my notes. 4 things I said. That will be exactly from my notes only. Because I am not an academic level of thing. I am a real-time programming skills. What I am explaining in the class, you try to mention. Provided 3 conditions I told already, daily I am saying. Right? Without, by sleeping in the class, if you sit in the class, just only time pass. Such a type of students, if they sit, waste of time, only counting purpose. No use of that. Be careful. Try to shape your career with this Python class. Shall we move forward? Python is which language? Dynamically. Java is which language? Did you able to understand the difference? Tomorrow, if you learn some programming where you are specifying the data type compulsory, which data type, which language it is? Static typed. You are learning some programming language, there are no data types, you are specifying which language it is? Dynamically typed. Are you okay? Shall I move forward? Yeah. Let's go. Now I want to speak about for 5 minutes about what is a class and what is the object. I want to give much clarity about it. The students who are in the online, is it able to understand? Yes, my dear students who are in the online, you are having some video links has come for you. You please listen day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7 also it is available. In YouTube, it is available. You please take it and try to listen it. All you people try to preserve it and try to take care of it. Right. Offline students also, you will get it. I will post it into the Google Drive class in today evening. You can also listen. Okay. Fine. Yes. So, look at these things. Once you come to the class regularly, if this is the first few days who are missing what I talked about in first few days. First 2 days, 3 days, just only general information. I did not start the subject. After 3 days, 4 days onwards, I started my subject. From where? Historical development of Python. Actually, strictly speaking, from features of Python only, actual subject is started. Everybody knows that. Still, it is continuing that only. Still, programming not started. And if you carefully listen it, you will follow even if you miss that classes, there is no doubt. Keep 100% faith on me. Because I am not there in only 2 years or 3 years. 25 years of long, outstanding, long-term experienced faculty, I am only here. You try to maintain that and try to keep 100% faith on this desk. Okay, now? So, shall I move forward? Yes. So, come to the what exactly class and object is. I'm going to give you the clarity on class. Every time I'm getting what here? Class str. Next is called what? Class int, etc. Shall I give you the clarity now? Yes. Please look at how many data types are there in Python, everybody? How many data types? 14 data types. Can you remember? Did you remember yesterday that I'm explaining in detail for you? What is the topic name? Data types in Python. Separate explanation for every data type, 2 hours. On int data type, I will explain 2 hours. 2.5 hours also it goes. Because I am explaining number systems concept also because it is very important in data science level. Okay. Let us come to the students. I am going to give you 14 data types are there. All the data types are what? Classes. What they are? But they are not keywords. They are not? Keywords means having restrictions. Classes and objects will have large amount of data to store. Understanding? Let me give you the most important thing in the class about what? Awareness I am going to give you. I am going to provide you awareness. Awareness about what? Classes and what? Objects. Classes and what? Yes. Classes and objects, I am going to give you some beautiful awareness, which is more than enough. Once you understand my explanation, you can follow like anything. More about that, the episode is there. In my Python classes, I classified my entire Python course into 8 ways, 8 parts I just classified. 8 parts. In one of the part of my classes, if you look at my batches, which is already completed, there are the whoops concepts are there. Whoops mechanisms are there. Which concepts that is? Whoops mechanism is there. Especially in the whoops, I'm going to talk about classes and objects. That is a separate part. Under that, next constructors, abstraction and encapsulation, destructor, inheritance, and then what? In the classes and objects, I'm going to give you a lot of examples. Every example is something like an use case. Why I'm showing all these things before I'm explaining? Because you must understand what is the meaning of in-depth discussion of the subject. You see any website regarding the whoops, after typing or before the class only, you can see and come. Any whoops features, any website you see, it is only one web content. In single document only, they are saying total whoops features. Because other student cannot understand. In the entire Amirpet classes, they will teach whoops features only for 1 or 2 days. That 1 or 2 days, whoops is whoops. Did you understand whoops is whoops? Because when you do something wrong in internet, you'll get oops, something went wrong. Have you seen that? Oops means what? They express their inability. Like that, if you learn whoops from somewhere, it is whoops is whoops. You know. Whoops should not be whoops. OOPS should be what? You should get motivation in your programming skills. That is called a subject. But these days, people are expecting short-term dreams. I want to join Python course. In a 10 days, I want to get the job. In history, such a type of histories are not there. Want to become, night by night, want to become millionaire. Possible? Possible. When that person is going to 4 banks, night. Possible. But one bank is successful, second bank successful, third bank successful, fourth bank caught. That is the point. That's why we should be so sincere in learning the subject. And definitely, I'll make you successful in my class. That's why respond it. Don't try to sleep in the class. Okay. That is only my sincere advice to everybody. Okay. Come down to the point. Now, where I want to go for creating awareness for what? Classes and objects. About technical explanation, I have some 10 to 15 days. I will explain that. OOPS related features, 10 to 15 days with complete exercises. The moment when I come to the class, programming. Concept to programming, concept implementation like that. Okay. Come on, students. Now I want to put a question. What is my question is, you want to construct a house. You want to construct what? A house. What you will do? Let me tell you once again, you have a money. Because people will say money want, land want, they will say, beginning unless I'm saying, you have sufficient money, you have land also, everything is there. Money is there, land is there. What else is required? Next, what you will take? Say the answer. Very good. Plan is important. Plan important, directly will construct. Very good. Planning, no. Plan. Spell out. Plan is nothing but what? Plan is nothing but what? Come on. It is called what? One type of plan is nothing but one type of design, right or not? One type of design. It is called one type of specification. It is called one type of what? Specification. It is called one type of specification. Right or not? So you will contact one architect. He will draw the plan. He will take a piece of paper. He will mention all his dimensions. Yes, he mentioned it. Here something must be there. Here something must be there. Here something is required. Here something is required. You will go on specifying the entire dimensions. And you will felt that very happy. Yes, this is my home. These are called doors. And something is outside, something is inside. You will say a lot of things in your home. Right. You felt very happy by seeing that type of design. Are you able to understand? Tell me now, will you live inside? Paper is given to you. Will you live inside? Why? Because there is no memory space. Do you have the memory space? No. But it is only called what? Specification. It is only the specification. This is specification having the dimensions. Such a specification you are giving to one builder. What that builder will do? He will take 6 months or 1 year. He will design the house or not. So you are going to celebrate a function and you are going to join inside of it. And you are named as what house? What house? It is called what? X house. Somebody liked your plan. They also constructed their house with your same plan. What is this house is called? Y house. This is known as what house? Y house. Like that, by the same plan, how many houses you can construct? Hundreds of houses you can construct. Where are you living? In the plan you will live. In the implementation of the plan you will live. This X house is called what? Object. X house is called what? Y house is also called what? Come on, spell out. Object. But this is called what? This plan is called? Class. So anything you start in real life, anything you start in real time programming, first what is required? Then what is coming? Yes. So before creating your house, before constructing your house, are you going for the plan or not? Such a plan is called what? Specification of my real-time application, which is known as what? With respect to the specification, I will construct my house, which is known as what? Object. Are you understanding what I'm talking? Take one more example. Some Honda people want to design a new model of the car. Maruti people want to release the new model of the car. Hyundai people want to release the new model of the car. What they will do first? Directly, they will go to manufacturing unit and prepare the car. What they will do? They will design model. They will design model. They will submit to the R&D people. R&D people will study that, and customer satisfaction, they will go for what? Satisfied everybody and release to the production unit or not? Based on the same plan, based on the same specification, number of cars are producing. Will you live in the plan? No. Where are you living in? Implementation of the plan is called what? Object. Class first, object first. Ma? Class. So class is containing what? Specification of my real-time project, which is implemented, bring into action what is prepared. So who will contain memory space? Morning also one student is there, 9 o'clock. Beginning, the moment I say anything, you will say compulsory wrong answer. I have taken 1 month to make him as a set right correct answer. 1 month, no problem. Say the answer, but think before saying. Mohan Krishna, his name is also Mohan Krishna. He is sitting every day here only. The moment I ask anything, you will suddenly answer wrong only. 100% he will answer wrong. Now 1 month took by me to make him correct. Now he is saying the moment when he speak, correct answer only will speak. What is the beauty behind that? Example, our student is there. I like it. But before saying, think and answer it. So you will get, by saying him, I have a confidence, he will get it in within 10 days. Within 10 days, he will answer it. Shall we start? Don't say like this. Don't fear when I am here, when Python is here. Answer it. Continue your format. Okay? Right. All of you are saying correct answers? Come on. What is the class? Specification of the real-time scenario. That I am implementing what is designed. Where are you storing the data? Say. To create an object, what is required? Class first or object first? With the class, what are you creating? Memory space, who will contain? Before object, what is designed? Who will not contain memory space? Who will contain memory space? First, what will exist? Later, what will create? Class will exist how many times? 1 time. With respect to one class, how many objects I can create? Many number of. Best example, go there once, go there once. A is equal to what? 10. B is equal to what? C is equal to what? 30. Print of what? Print of what? A. Print of B. Print of C. What is A, B, C? Come on. What is the type of A? What is the type of B? What is the type of C? How many int? How many ints? 3. My dear innocent students. How many types of ints? 1. 1. See how I am bringing to programming. How many types of int? 1. How many variables of int? 3. What is ABC? Your houses. What is int plan? Plan exists how many times? Variables are how many? 3. Understand? Good. What is int? What are ABC? Of which type? Int is how many times? ABC how many times? Class will exist how many times? Objects will exist how many times? Good. Who are you? Students. I don't know, student. I thought you are employee. Who are you? I will ask irrelevant questions. Because of asking irrelevant questions, you will be perfect in programming. You stand anywhere, they will ask question, you will answer like anything. Who are you? Super. You are an object. Why? You are having a chair to sit in my class or not? What is your type? Class. What is your type? Human, no. You are a student. Your type is what? Huh? Student. What you are? All the online students. Who are you? Who are you? All of you. Online students. Answer carefully. Okay, Rajkumar. Who are you? Don't take it as a funny. I am saying seriously. Who are you? Objects. What is your type? Student is how many? Number of objects of you are called what? Objects of student class. Online students plus offline students are called what? Objects. But your type is what? Good. What is student? Types of students. Super. Who am I? Am I class? I have some feelings, some space. I have some space to stand. Yes, excellent, wonderful. I am an object of class, teacher. I like that. I am an object of which type? Class. Which class? Wonderful. Like that you have to answer in interviews. What students? Class Paitana. Renuka Devi. Okay. Are you understanding? Last and final. If you say wrong, I will get a doubt on you. That's why. Actually, my nature is, if my student is going wrong, I don't want to move forward. I want to go to that student only. Because that student is important for me. What is this? Please come to my control, please. What is this? Object. Object this is. Huh? If I come there, it is a situation is different. What is this? Of which type? Remote. Remote. You are having something in your hand. You are having something in your hand. What is that? Always something in your hand. 24 hours something is in your hand. What is that? See, very good answer. Is it a class or object? Huh? Mobile is a class or object? Think carefully. Don't answer. Mobile is a class or object? Samsung mobile, iPhone mobile, Oppo, Vivo, etc. They are called what? Relax. Take a long breath once. Release. Very careful. Don't take too much breath. Careful. Because CLR, SCR, this is called. I am fleshing out your tension. House plan is called what? Types of houses. Okay, now. Who are all of you? Of which type? What is student? Types of students. What is mobile? Tomorrow onwards, I will bring big stick. What is mobile? Types of mobiles. Yes. Of course, your faculties already said mobile is an object. Blunder, they said. Blunder, they said. I can say, whatever you learned, that is blunder. Whatever I learned in my academics, that is a blunder. Because if you type that type of what you learned in the computer, computer will break. Yes, really I am speaking. Whatever you feel it. I am saying today, tomorrow if you enter into the software industry, you will say the same thing only. But what you learn in its Python class, you will write as it is the coding even in the industry also. Right, student? Mobile is yes, Shravani, very good mark. Correct answer. See, Shravani is saying in the online, mobile is called what? And iPhone, Samsung, etc. are what? Super. Like that you have to understand. This is a general knowledge I am giving. If I enter into technical, miracles will come in front of you. Last and final. Last and final. I am not getting confidence on you. Last and final. What is this is called? Of which type? Duster. Duster. Last and final I am asking. Online students also. Bus. Bus is called what? Careful. Bus is called what? Super. Okay. Online. Senapati. Senapati need to write imposition. Right? Bus is called what? Bus is called what? One answer and one word answer only. Bus is called what? Class. Types of buses? Objects. Car is called what? Types of cars? Hyundai cars, Honda City cars. These are all called objects which I can sit in my car and I can drive. That are called what? But our sir said a car is an object that we don't know. That's why we wrote in the notes. Later I will tear it off and throw it out in the dustbin. Are you getting? Yes. Programmatical also will see. Shall I move forward? Last and final. Animal. Animal. Types of animals. Super. Shall I go with that confidence? Last and final. Aeroplane. Jet Airways. Deccan Airlines. Kingfisher Airlines. Super. What is this fan? Wrong, you are. Object. I can touch and feel. What is this fan I am saying? Object. Again, I lost our confidence on you. Up to so far, you are good. What is this? Of which type? Good. What is fan? Class. Types of fans. Whatever. Last and final. Because when I'm getting high confidence, when I ask next question, you are going wrong. Whatever you see in the real life in the world of outside, they are all visible to you in front of it. Dash. Behind objects, behind of every object creation, internally, who is there? Class first or object first? After that, what is created? Now come on. Now come on. In Python, all values are stored in the form of what? Objects. Behind objects, who is there? Are you having the clarity on it? Little knowledge. This is only awareness. When I go to programming, you can imagine how much big code I will write on the implementation of classes. ATM case study I will tell you. Communication with the database I will tell you. Regular expressions, multi-threading, super examples I will give you. But this awareness, don't forget. Because the moment I come to the class and object, if you have the doubt about the class and object, again you remember. Question by yourself. Who am I? What is my type? I am a student. My type is student class. Right or not? Ravi Kumar is an object of student class. Meenakshi is an object of student class. Renuka is an object of student class. Shravani is an object of student class. Yes or no? Yes. Like that. Shall I move forward? Senapati is also an object of student class. Right or not? Yes. So I generally speak out the Ganesh. Not getting. Fine. So shall we move forward? Yes. Now I am going to enter into the further discussion. Ultimately, I am going to give you in Python programming, all values are stored in the form of what? Yes, that is what I want to discuss in today's class. Today I want to give you what concept? How many types of programming languages now? One is dynamic. Short answer. In static typed, what is compulsory to specify? And whose data type cannot be changed? Because it is static, fixed. Understand? Come to next what? Dynamically typed, what is not necessary to specify? Who will specify the data type? Execution environment. Execution in Python, which execution it is going to specify? Python execution environment will specify. Here this word is important because some terminology has to fix in the brain. Python execution environment. So Python language is which language? Dynamically typed. And C, C++, Java, .NET are comes under statically programming language. Easy? Right. If I go to my features of Python, simple is understandable. Freeware and open source, platform independent, and next is what? And this is also one separate class I used to explain in the place that is called dynamically typed. And at this point of time, you are understanding class and object awareness also you got it. Okay, can I hope that you understand class and object? Right. Who am I? How many times I would explain was? Somebody saying class again. Who am I? Who are you? What is my type? Teacher. Every class will have a name. What is my type? What is your type? Student. Student. What is your car type? What is your car type? Hyundai. Hyundai. My car type is Honda. Your car type is Maruti. Like that. Hyundai, etc. are called what? Our car types are what? Objects. Every car will have a type. Hyundai like that. Car is called what? Class. And types of cars are called? Right. No confusions. Mobile is called what? Types of mobiles? Right. Like that. You remember it. Why you people are not remembering is because when you leave the class, hundreds of friends you will talk. You will forget. That's why, like me, don't talk anybody else outside. Talk to only Python. 3 months, you will become wonderful candidate. And reduce of talking. If you too much talk outside, you will forget the originality. Career related things you will forget. That's why try to minimize the unnecessary friends. Only useful friends. One friend is what? Python. One more friend is what? Java. That is leave it. Main friend is what? Python. Make a friendship with Python so that you will get a job. If you don't concentrate on this Python, you'll get a problem. So today evening, I will upload the features called up to where? Dynamically typed, interpreted, also explained in the class. In one more next tomorrow class, I will cover at least 4 to 5 features because other things are very, very easy and simple things also. Because in any day, this 1 to 6, 1 to 5 are little more important. That's why I spoke about separate days. And next, yes, tomorrow I will explain 3 to 4 features minimum I will explain because they are easy to understand. Okay, students. So batch is streamlined. I am just to 500. I am just to 10 to 12 students away. Once it is tomorrow is over, they are also getting filled. So total number of students I will reach to my target. My batch is streamlined. Okay. And tomorrow I will go for talking first a few minutes about what? Interpretation. And I will go for what? High level, robust, extensible, embedded. 8th feature last I will explain. 8th feature lastly I will explain. And portable also. And tomorrow I will explain interpreted, high level, and then robust, extensible, and embedded, and third party. I will explain tomorrow. With tomorrow I will talk about these features. Very easy features. You can understand like anything. And later I will introduce programming in the Python. Okay, na? Are you comfortable with my communication? Understanding English? But your response is very important for me. Yes, sir, you are giving good response. But answers only little fishy is there, fishy. Okay, na? So before leaving, anything you see outside, they are called what? Objects. Objects contains dash. Objects contains dash. I will see who will answer in online also. Objects contains dash. Memory space. That is important. Memory space. Lakshmi, good ma. Objects contains what? Memory space. To create an object, dash is required. Yes. Class will exist how many times? One time. With respect to class, how many objects I can create? Hundreds of objects I can create. Last and final. To store the data, dash component is required. Object is required. To store the data, what is required? Object already contains memory space, na? To store anything in Python, we require what? Object. To create an object, what is required? A class is required. So to write a Python program, what should exist first? Next. Then I can store the data in where? Object. So in Python, everything is what? Object. Everything is? Right. This awareness you keep in mind. Programmatically, I will explain in the class. Don't forget, this is my request to everybody. Don't forget this request. And one more thing, this is an important for me, this information. Once again, I'm requesting to all of you, all online students, send a message in WhatsApp to Mohan, one of the administrator of our class. 9154156547. Online students, send a message to him. He will send you. What you need to send after 8 p.m. Send the fees receipt and your email ID to Mohan, all online students. To Srikanth sir, one more students you send it. Offline students you send this to this number, and you send your fees receipt and email ID. They will add you to my Google Classroom Drive. So Google Classroom Drive, I will show you once. Google Classroom Drive, I will show you once. See that, all of you. So it is available with me. Now it is ready to add, because when after adding my content, if you join to some of the people, it cannot visible. That's why I'm waiting for one more day. So go to the place here. So you have here, you are having, so I'm having classroom details. So there I'm having all my classes 4 p.m. ready. I did not add the data so far. So already sent Akshay. Fine. So in this place, 7 a.m., Python 11 a.m., 9 a.m., full stack data science 6 p.m., full stack data science like that, Java. All these are all called Google Classroom drives. Whenever the classroom content is ready, after explanation, immediately I will post there. It will reach to your mail ID so that you can download. After downloading, you can prepare the notes so nicely after going to home. Right? But tomorrow onwards, sir, anyhow you are uploading now notes. I don't bring. I will just come like a march fast to Amirpet. Don't come like that. Bring the notes, because I will dictate assignments in the class. Understanding? That assignments are so important in your real time, which is coming in the near future. Okay, now? Shall I stop the class? So, got it today? Python is platform independent and dynamically typed. C language is platform dependent and Java is static typed and platform independent language. Statically typed and yes. Please remember this. In further high level, low level language also I will give you. Types of languages when it comes, clear cut information must be there. Total fundas must be so clear. Then only we can select anywhere else. Okay, na? So I'll stop my class. Tomorrow class, we will go for other features. I will complete it. They are very easy to understand. Okay, na? Right. Thank you. Good day. All the best.
Minimum strength of my class. It's one of the branded class for the entire Python course. You come and see morning time. Minimum 500 is my strength. But in almost in most of the places, 50, 60, below 100 if you take the classes. So it's something special in my class. I need not to tell about that. And it is the Python course what you are learning as a part of my class is related